years. The morning is not just another hour on the clock. It is the opening breath of the day, the silent curtain rising on the stage of your life. When the sun first stretches its arms across the horizon, it whispers to us, "Begin again." And in that whisper, there is a choice. Do you stumble into the morning, pulled by the weight of yesterday, or do you rise with intention, carrying yourself like a soul who knows this moment will never return? The Stoics believed every day was a gift of practice, practice for wisdom, practice for courage, practice for being fully alive. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor who carried the weight of an empire, still reminded himself each morning, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." What if you began your mornings with that kind of reverence, not rushing, not drowning in the noise of notifications and worries, but standing in quiet power, shaping yourself before the world shapes you? Because here's the truth: the morning sets the tone for everything that follows. If you wake restless, you carry that restlessness into the hours ahead. If you wake distracted, the day fractures before it even begins. But if you wake with stillness, with gratitude, with clarity, then even the storms that come cannot shake you from your ground. Think of the morning as the architect's table. Before the building rises, before the stone is laid, there is the blueprint. Your routine is that blueprint. Each practice is a line drawn, a choice made, a foundation set. Without it, the day builds itself in chaos. With it, the day becomes a structure of purpose. And this routine I am about to share with you, it is not about cold discipline or empty rituals. It is about humanity, about meeting yourself with honesty before the world demands your mask, about reminding your heart of its strength, your mind of its wisdom, your body of its endurance. The Stoics did not chase perfection. They chased steadiness. They knew life would bring hardship, loss, and trials beyond control. But they also knew this: how you begin each day is how you prepare your soul for whatever comes. In this video, we will explore 10 things you should do every morning, not as tricks, not as cliches, but as living practices rooted in Stoic philosophy that can help you rise with clarity and strength. Each one is simple, each one is real, and each one has the power to transform not just your morning, but your entire life. I invite you to journey with me all the way to the end, because every point connects to the next, like stepping stones across a river. Miss one, and you may miss the balance. But if you walk them all, you will cross into mornings that are steady, grounded, and luminous. And as we walk, I will give you affirmations at the end of each practice. Small, powerful sentences you can drop into the comments. Why? Because words written are promises strengthened. And when you leave your affirmation below, you are not only declaring it to yourself, you are planting a seed for others to see, to feel, and to carry with them. Take a breath with me now. Feel the air fill your lungs. This is life reminding you that you are here, that you are capable, that you are not finished yet. The sun is rising, so let us rise with it. This is your Stoic morning routine. Before we dive deeper, I want you to carry this truth with you. Drop this in the comments. I rise each morning with purpose and strength. Number 1. Begin with stillness. The world will pull at you the moment you open your eyes. The alarm blares, the phone buzzes, and your mind whispers reminders of everything you must do. Stillness is the soul's first act of courage each morning. Marcus Aurelius wrote in Meditations, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul." And he was right. In the quiet of your own breath, in the pause before thought races, lies a power the world cannot touch. To begin your morning with stillness is to claim your life before it slips away in noise. It is a gentle defiance against chaos. It is saying to yourself, I will not be swept away today. I am here. I am aware. I am steady. Sit or lie quietly. Close your eyes if it helps. Breathe deeply, slowly, deliberately. Feel the rise and fall of your chest. Notice the rhythm of your heartbeat. Thoughts will come, they always do. But do not chase them. Let them drift like clouds across a calm sky. This silence is not empty. It is fertile. It is the place where clarity grows. It is the moment where you remember that your worth does not come from your productivity, from the expectations of others, or from the chaos outside. It comes from within, from the awareness that you are alive, that you can choose how to meet the day. Even a few minutes of stillness can transform the rest of your day. The mind that begins in calmness carries calmness. The soul that begins in presence carries presence. And the heart that begins anchored will not be tossed by every passing storm. Think of stillness as sharpening a sword before battle. You could charge unprepared and falter, or you could spend these moments readying yourself, breathing, centering, remembering who you are. Do not overcomplicate this. You do not need rituals, props, or perfection. You only need yourself and your willingness to pause. 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Even a single conscious breath can start the transformation. And while you sit, remind yourself, I am not my worries. I am not my fears. I am present. I am grounded. I am ready. Let these words echo in the quiet chambers of your mind. Let them remind you that stillness is not weakness. It is strength, patience, and courage all wrapped in one. Over time, this practice becomes more than a pause. It becomes a sanctuary, a place to return to every morning, to remind yourself that no matter how loud the world gets, you are steady, you are capable, you are unshakable. Number 2, practice morning gratitude. Gratitude is the quiet light that fills your soul before the day's chaos even begins. The Stoics understood this deeply. Marcus Aurelius once reminded himself, do not indulge in dreams of what you do not have, but reckon up the blessings you do possess, and then thankfully remember how you would crave for them if they were not yours. Imagine waking each morning not with a list of problems or unmet goals, but with a heart that remembers, I already have enough. The air you breathe, the warmth of your bed, the faint golden glow of the rising sun, a heartbeat that reminds you, you are alive. Even the smallest comforts, your home, your mind, your chance to try again, are miracles when you stop and truly notice. Gratitude is not pretending life is perfect. It is seeing life as it is, messy, complicated, sometimes painful, and still choosing to recognize the light in it. It is a shield against despair. It is a lens that makes ordinary moments extraordinary. Each morning, take a quiet moment. Close your eyes. Reflect, whisper to yourself 3 things you are grateful for. Let them be new every day. Today it could be the song of birds outside your window. Tomorrow it could be the warmth of a cup of tea, or the strength to face a challenge you once feared. Seek the hidden blessings, the overlooked sparks of life that often go unnoticed. When you carry gratitude into the day, even the storms feel lighter. Traffic jams, missed appointments, impatient people, they do not vanish, but your response to them changes. Your heart remembers the abundance you already possess. Your mind finds calm, and your soul discovers resilience. Gratitude also reconnects you with your own humanity. It reminds you that life is not just about achievement, about getting or winning. It is about noticing, about feeling, about being present for the small miracles that exist in every moment. Try this simple practice. Before you step out of bed, whisper, I am grateful for this day. I am grateful for my breath, my mind, My heart, I am grateful for the chance to live fully, even in the small moments. Let it settle into your chest like sunlight. Let it flow through your veins and color the way you move, the way you speak, the way you act. Over time, gratitude becomes more than a morning exercise. It becomes the lens through which you see the world. It teaches patience, it fosters joy, it builds strength, because when your mind learns to notice blessings, it becomes harder to be shaken by hardships. Gratitude is not a luxury. It is the foundation of a strong, resilient, and steady life. Begin your morning with it, and the rest of the day will follow its light. Peace is power, and your calm is your armor. Drop this in the comments. I begin my mornings with stillness. Number 3. Set your intentions, not your expectations. Most mornings we wake with a secret tension inside us. We expect the world to bend to our plans, to deliver smoothly, to give us what we think we deserve. And when it doesn't, frustration creeps in, disappointment weighs us down, and the day begins with a shadow before the sun has even fully risen. The Stoics offer a different path. Epictetus taught, "Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens." The wisdom here is simple yet profound. Focus on who you are today, not on how the world behaves. Focus on your actions, your choices, your character, and let life's unpredictable currents flow around you without shaking your calm. Intentions are the compass, expectations are the chains. When you begin your morning by setting intentions, you anchor your spirit in what you can truly control. Instead of demanding that others act in your favor, you choose the energy you carry. Instead of expecting perfect circumstances, you decide how to respond to whatever arises. Picture this. Instead of thinking, whatever comes with grace. Setting intentions does not require hours of planning. It can be a single sentence whispered to yourself in the quiet morning. Today I will act with patience. Or today I will speak with truth. Or today I will focus on what I can control. These words, small and simple, create an invisible armor that protects your spirit from chaos. When you live by intentions, you walk through the day with a steady pulse. Challenges become opportunities to practice virtue. Conflicts become mirrors to test your patience and courage. Mistakes no longer crush your spirit. They become lessons for tomorrow. The Stoics did not aim to control the world. They aimed to control themselves. And that is a freedom beyond measure. When you rise each morning and set intentions, you give yourself the power to meet life as it is, not as you wish it to be. So, take a moment now, close your eyes, breathe, and decide, who will I be today? What virtues will I carry with me? How will I respond to life's twists and turns with courage and grace? Let this intention anchor you before the day begins, so that no matter what storms arrive, you remain unshaken. Number 4. Embrace discomfort early. The world often promises comfort, ease, and convenience, but the Stoics knew the truth. Growth and strength are born in the moments we resist comfort. Seneca wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body, and there is no better time to meet those small hardships than at the very start of the day." Discomfort is not punishment, it is training. It is a gentle reminder that you are alive, that you are capable, that your spirit can endure. The morning offers the perfect arena for this practice. A cold shower, a few moments of stretching when your body wants to stay still, a short walk in crisp air before the sun fully rises. Each act is a whisper to yourself. I am stronger than my cravings. I am braver than my fears. When you embrace discomfort early, you prepare your mind for the inevitable struggles of life. The small shocks of the morning, challenges, delays, moments of tension, no longer catch you unprepared. You have already rehearsed resilience. You have already practiced courage. Think of it like steel tempered in fire. Each small act of morning discomfort shapes your character. A cold shower is not just a physical experience. It is a lesson in patience, presence, and endurance. A simple push-up or stretch is not just about your body. It is a declaration. I am capable of showing up even when it is not easy. And here is the beauty. These moments of discomfort make comfort sweeter too. When you choose to rise early and meet life before the world demands it, even a cup of warm tea, sunlight spilling through your window, or a quiet moment of peace becomes richer, deeper, more alive. You learn to savor life in its fullness because you have faced its resistance. Discomfort in the morning is also a teacher of humility. It reminds you that life does not owe you ease, that nothing is guaranteed, and that each day is a gift to be approached with courage. The Stoics did not seek to avoid struggle. They sought to walk through it with strength, with dignity, and with calm. So, begin tomorrow, or today, by choosing one small act that challenges you. Embrace it fully. Let it wake your body, sharpen your mind, and strengthen your spirit. Let it remind you, I am alive, I am resilient, I am capable of more than I think. Over time, these small acts accumulate, and you will find your mornings and your life transformed. Strength is rarely a single moment. It is a series of choices, quietly repeated, that build a foundation no storm can shake. Strength is built when comfort is refused and courage is chosen. Drop this in the comments. I embrace discomfort early because it makes me stronger. Number 5. Write a morning reflection. The Stoics were not only thinkers, they were recorders of their own souls. Marcus Aurelius's Meditations was nothing more than a private conversation with himself, a dialogue that shaped his character and guided his life. And today, you can do the same. Writing in the morning is not about creating art, it is about creating clarity. It is about turning your scattered thoughts into a compass for your day. When you write, you pause long enough to ask yourself, who do I want to be today? What challenges may arrive? How will I meet them? Reflection is the act of shaping your inner world before life shapes it for you. Seneca reminded us, every new day is a chance to practice virtue, to choose wisdom, to live intentionally. Your pen, your page, becomes the bridge between who you are now and who you aspire to be. Take a few minutes each morning, write freely. List the challenges you anticipate, not to fear them, but to prepare your heart. Identify one virtue to carry: patience, courage, kindness, discipline. Ask yourself, how can I meet this day in a way that honors my values, no matter what happens? This reflection is a shield. Life will bring unpredictability. People will test you. Circumstances will bend in ways you cannot control. But when you have named your response in advance, you meet the world anchored in purpose. A difficult conversation does not unravel you. A setback does not defeat you. You act not from reaction, but from intention. Even the smallest reflections matter. A single sentence like, I will speak with patience today, or I will focus on what I can control, can guide your thoughts, your words, and your actions, like a lighthouse in the storm. The act of writing creates a sacred moment where your mind and soul align. Over time, these morning pages become more than practice. They become a mirror, showing your growth, your resilience, your evolving understanding of yourself. You will look back and see how far you have come, how many mornings you have chosen presence over chaos, courage over fear, clarity over confusion. Reflection is also a gift of presence. It reminds you that life is not merely to be survived, but to be navigated with awareness. Each morning, you give yourself the chance to step into the day as the captain of your soul, the author of your choices. So, start tomorrow. Write without judgment. Write with honesty. Let the page hold your intentions, your fears, your hopes. Let it guide you into a day shaped not by accident. Number 6. Move your body with purpose. The Stoics understood the union of body and mind. A restless body drags down the spirit. A strong body uplifts it. Epictetus wrote, "Difficulties show what men are, and the simple act of movement each morning is the first rehearsal of courage, discipline, and presence for the day ahead." Your body is not merely a vessel to carry you through life. It is a source of energy, resilience, and clarity. When you awaken and move with intention, you remind yourself, "I am alive. I am capable. I am present in this moment." This does not require hours of labor or extreme effort. A series of stretches, a short walk, a few push-ups, or a simple practice of deep breaths with movement can awaken your muscles, your mind, and your spirit. Every motion sends a message. I honor my body. I honor my life. I am here, fully awake. Moving your body in the morning is also an act of preparation. Challenges will come. Stress, conflict, fatigue, and uncertainty will test you. By moving first, you train not just your muscles, but your mind to endure, to push forward, and to remain calm under pressure. You transform your body into an ally that supports your soul, rather than a burden that weighs it down. Think of it as a ritual. Each stretch, each breath, each step is a conversation with your own strength. It reminds you that resilience is not something that appears magically. It is cultivated, moment by moment, movement by movement. And there is joy in this practice too. A body in motion releases energy and vitality that spills into your day. It awakens creativity, sharpens focus, and reminds you that life is not just to be endured. It is to be fully experienced in every sense. Over time, this morning movement becomes a declaration. I will not begin my day in weakness. I will rise with strength. I will carry my body, mind, and soul into the world with presence and intention. Even a small practice repeated each morning creates a ripple. Your energy, your mood, your clarity, and your confidence all expand, carrying you through challenges with steadiness. The discipline you cultivate in these quiet hours sets the tone for every choice and action that follows. So tomorrow, or today, if you are ready, move, stretch, walk, breathe, sweat. Let your body remind you that you are alive, and let your movement be the foundation for a day lived with purpose, courage, and vitality. Number 7. Read or listen to wisdom. The morning is fertile ground for the mind. What you feed it in those first quiet hours will ripple through every thought, every decision, every action of your day. The Stoics understood this deeply. Marcus Aurelius, even as emperor, began each day by reading, reflecting, and listening to the voices of wisdom. He knew that the mind is a garden, and if the first seeds you plant are worries, gossip, or meaningless noise, that is what will grow. But if you feed your mind with truth, insight, and clarity, your thoughts will bear fruit of calm, focus, and resilience. Epictetus said, "Only the educated are free," and education is not a distant goal. It begins every morning with a choice. What will I allow to shape my mind today? Will it be distractions and chaos, or wisdom and guidance? This does not mean hours of reading or lectures. Even a few minutes can transform your day. A single passage from a Stoic text, a short excerpt from a book that inspires courage or clarity, a podcast or lecture that reminds you of what truly matters. Let it settle into your heart and mind, like sunlight warming the earth after a long night. The key is intention. Read or listen with presence. Do not let it become a background noise. Let the words speak to you. Let them challenge you. Let them teach you, as a wise friend would, how to meet the day with dignity, patience, and strength. Avoid feeding your mind with chaos first thing. Social media, news headlines, and endless notifications can fracture your focus before you even leave your bed. Instead, choose the nourishment of wisdom. Protect your mind as you would a sacred sanctuary. Over time, these moments of morning wisdom accumulate. They guide your choices. They steady your emotions. They sharpen your judgment. A single sentence can echo through the day, shaping how you respond to challenges, setbacks, or unexpected twists of fate. Imagine starting your morning with this, a line from Marcus Aurelius reminding you to act with virtue, a teaching from Epictetus guiding you to focus on what is within your control, or a lesson from a book that stirs your courage. Let it settle deep into your soul, becoming the compass for every step you take today. Reading or listening to wisdom is not just a practice, it is an investment in your inner freedom. It is the quiet act that prepares you to meet the world with balance, clarity, and resilience. And the beauty is, it takes only a few minutes, yet its effect lasts all day, all week, all life. So tomorrow morning, or today if you are ready, feed your mind first. Let wisdom shape your thoughts before the world has a chance to scatter them. Let it guide your heart, steady your spirit, and remind you that each day is not merely to survive, but to live consciously, courageously, and fully. Feed your mind with wisdom, and the day will follow with clarity. Drop this in the comments. I feed my mornings with wisdom that strengthens my soul. Number 8. Practice negative visualization. The Stoics had a unique secret to resilience. They imagined what could go wrong before the day